Hello, everyone, and welcome to the big show. This is Investing and Trading Live, sponsored by TradingAcademy.com. If you're a first time listener, thanks for stopping by. My name is Josh Lilquist, and we are happy to have you with us today. As always, it's been a while. It's been about a week since I've had my good friend and my good pal on the show here today, Mr. Al Connickson. Al, I know it's Halloween season, but you look like a pumpkin today.
You know what he is referring to, for those of you that can't see me, I am wearing what Josh would consider an orange sweater. It's not orange, Josh. Orange is what somebody who shops in the bargain basement might call it.
Okay.
This is on the upper levels. They have designer names for it. I prefer to call it orange.
Orange, okay.
It's not really orange.
Well, orange, you're going to wear a different color tomorrow?
Oh, good Lord. Okay. You know what? Hey, if you really want to see what this sweater looks like, if you come into one of the classes next week, I will wear this sweater.
There you go. Hey, but you're doing well today, aren't you?
I'm fantastic.
We had a
Loving it.
Vikings win this past week.
How
Monday Night
about
Football.
that?
Way
Yeah.
to go, Vikings.
Way to go, Kirk Cousins.
Great game for the Vikings. And that's what, they played such a great game this week. They had resiliency. They did not stop, and they followed their plan.
Yeah, you know what? And they played both offense and defense.
You're correct, and that's what we're going to talk about here today. How to follow a plan in your trading and investing, how to play offense and defense. Basically, what I'm saying is have a strategy for up markets, but also have a strategy for down markets. TradingAcademy.com, been around for over 26 years now, teaching people just like you how to trade and invest with the financial markets, whether you're a short-term trader or investor or a long-term trader or investor, 401ks and IRAs. And we have strategies and content on all that. But Al, we've had obviously another phenomenal week. Bitcoin actually skyrocketing again on, I believe it was Monday night.
Yep.
The talks of the Bitcoin ETF continue to loom over the market, bringing it past 35,000.
Sure.
And just great volatility there. But the markets also had great volatility.
Yeah.
Earnings seasons, as you said before we started, a data-driven week. What's your thoughts on the market?
Well, it's a crazy week. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff going on this week that could have an impact on the market. We've got earnings. I think about 30% of the companies are reporting earnings this week. The four of the we'll call them Mega Seven, the big companies that have really driven the market, they're reporting earnings.
Well,
Microsoft, Google.
You look at it over almost 100 on Tuesday, almost 250 Wednesday, 230 Thursday, 45 on Friday, and a measly 90 or so on Monday.
I think what's important, the numbers will be important. People will be looking for companies to beat earnings, and the majority of the companies that have reported so far have. But you have to remember that the earnings expectations are lower. They're lower than they have been, and a lot of times companies will, let's call it, fudge the numbers to make their earnings look better. So what's maybe more important is what their guidance is and what their comments are going forward. But look, we've had probably more unknown variables in this current market than we've had for a long time. What's going on in the world? Well, there's two wars going on, one in Ukraine, one in Israel. We have high inflation. We have political turmoil here. We've got debt and credit problems. It sounds terrible, doesn't it? But if we also have to remember that the market and the economy aren't necessarily 100% tied together. So
Correct.
Sometimes the market will do something that doesn't seem rational, and the market is irrational. Okay, let's go ahead and say that. But there's always going to be opportunities. It really doesn't make any difference what's happening, what direction the market is going. The real pros, the real professionals and successful people in the financial markets really, I think, don't even consider themselves bulls or bears. They're not looking necessarily at direction. They're looking at opportunities. And right now we're seeing a market that is volatile enough where it's hard to say whether we're going to be in a bull market or a bear market.
But volatility is good, though.
Well, that's the point. Volatility is good. But if we had, in fact, the market probably would like it better if we could say we are definitely in a bear market. Then you could take positions that would benefit in a bear market. Or we're in a bull market, and then you could have positions that benefit. But when we go back and forth, it means you have to know different kinds of strategies to take advantage of the opportunities that are there. And they're there daily.
And just like we kicked off the show with the Vikings having a playing offense and defense, basically what Al, just to clarify, is talking about is a bull market is a up market. That would be your
Right.
offense. A bear market, would be a down market, and we can consider that defense. But there's strategies. Can you score on defense in football? Heck yeah, you can.
Absolutely.
Can you profit in down markets in the stock market? Heck yeah, you can. You got to have a strategy to do that, though.
Yeah, and you cannot win a football game if you don't play both offense and defense. It really, in the markets, what I'm referring to more than bull markets or bear markets is the offense is using strategies that give you the opportunity to benefit when the market goes in whatever direction it needs to go for you to benefit. Defense, really, that's risk management. And let's cut to the chase. The most important thing in being successful is managing risk.
Yep.
And what we're seeing is, a lot of people come in and they're afraid. They're afraid because they feel that this volatility that we talk about is a risky thing. And it's too bad that risk has taken on that connotation that it's a bad thing. And it's not necessarily that. It's just opportunities as long as you know how to manage it. And that's what we look forward to. Actually, as traders, that's the best thing that can happen to us is this volatility, and then look at using what people call risk to your advantage.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, we could talk about sports all day, but I feel we should be having our investing show on KFan with PA and all those guys and talking about the markets, how the correlations are to sports. Meaning, you go back to the sports analogy, a quarterback isn't going to throw a 80-yard bomb each play. They're going to run some runs, some passes. They're managing their risk. They're taking high probability plays. And that's the same thing that you do in the financial markets, and that's what we teach at these investing classes. You've said a word a few different times here today, and I want to make sure that our listeners understand that there is opportunity
Absolutely
in these markets right now, and the opportunity is there unless you do nothing about it, unless you don't learn the skills and techniques on how to do that. And it's just understanding what those techniques and skills are. That's why we have these free investing classes here locally at our academy. We're in Bloomington, right off 494. Real easy to find. We have a state-of-the-art facility here, a few different classrooms, and we teach different strategies, techniques for bull markets, as we're talking about, for bear markets. No, not the Chicago Bulls, not the Chicago Bears, but bull markets, up markets, bear market, down markets, and strategies for both of those to capitalize off of that. So that being said, I want to give away some tickets to a free investing class local here. You can do that by simply just texting the word investing to the number 210-210 for 2 seats, one for you and one for a friend. Or you can simply go to otaminn.com. That's otamin.com. otaminn.com. Now, coming up next, I want to talk about a few different things. We got to get into more of the markets, the earnings seasons, but we're seeing a lot of people coming to these investing classes. I want to get your insight on why you're seeing some people come to these classes. What are some of the things that they want to accomplish, just to kind of enlighten our listeners to the opportunity that's there. This is Josh and Al, Investing and Trading Live. We will be right back.